are you?
Is this consensual?
What's that?
Is this consensual?
Is what consensual?
This conversation.
I believe so.
Okay, I have nothing to say to you.
All right. So we got a call, so...
So it's not consensual? Is it consensual or not?
It is.
Then I have nothing to say to you.
So
How you doing? How you doing, Bus? Good, good. No, I don't know either of you. But he came up with a smile on his face, not a scowl. Huge difference.
All right. So would you rather speak with me?
I don't give a shit. Is this consensual?
That's up to you.
Well, I ain't really got nothing to say to either of you, so... You guys suspect me of committing some kind of a crime?
Well, we're just wondering who this is. We had someone call in.
You had somebody not her father call in? You mean you had the guy who approached her and solicited her call in after I fucking got in his face? Goddamn right I'm her dad. Goddamn right I'm her dad. And I'm highly upset that no motherfucker wants to approach my fucking 8-year-old daughter like he has something to say to her.
The officer approaches with a simple greeting, but the man pushes back, immediately asking whether the conversation is consensual. The tension is sharp, the air tight. He insists he has nothing to say, nothing to explain, nothing to offer unless this encounter is voluntary. The officers try to clarify why they're there. A call came in. Concern. A report. But the man cuts them off, demanding to know who called. And then the truth erupts. He's not confused. He's furious. He explains that another man approached his 8-year-old daughter, spoke to her, tried something, and when he confronted that stranger, that man called the police. The father's voice shakes with anger, pain, and instinct. He stands his ground, chest rising, eyes locked on the officers. He makes it unmistakably clear. He is the girl's father, and he won't apologize for defending her.
You can go stop that guy in the black truck you just talked to and ask him why he's approaching 8-year-old little girls. That's what you can do.
I didn't talk to anybody in the black truck.
He just pulled in right behind you when you stopped right there. He pulled in, stopped right behind you, and then drove by flipping me off because he knew that he just called you guys for no crime. So unless you got a crime that you suspect me, the father of this little girl, of committing, then I suggest you go harass the guy who was just creating whatever false report he did. Because that is a crime. In fact, swatting in the state of Utah can be considered a felony now. Imagine that. You guys didn't realize you was talking to a law scholar, did you? Sorry, I'm really upset. I just had some motherfucker come and approach my 8-year-old little girl. And now you motherfuckers are approaching me over it. I have an issue with that.
We don't know who called. Okay? So why don't you tell us what's going on?
I just did. That's the long and short of it.
So you said approach. I don't know what that means.
Walked up and started questioning her. Walked up and started talking to my 8-year-old little girl like he had some plans with her.
The father's anger hasn't cooled. When the officers ask how they can help, he tells them plainly. If they want to do something useful, they should stop the man in the black truck, the same man who had just approached his 8-year-old daughter, then circled back to flip him off after calling the police. But the officers say they never spoke to anyone in a black truck. The father doesn't buy it. His voice rises, fueled by fear and adrenaline. He reminds them that filing a false report, swatting, is a crime in Utah, even a felony. And now, instead of questioning the man who started all of this, they're questioning him. He tries to regain control, apologizing for his anger, but the hurt is raw. He explains again. The man walked up to his little girl, started talking to her, questioning her, acting like he had a right to. And that is something he refuses to let slide.
And when I fucking confronted him and told him to move the fuck on, he did. And then he followed me and stalked me to this park right here. And I seen him on the phone, so when I seen you drive by, I stopped.
Yeah, I appreciate you did. It took me a minute to get turned around. There's too much traffic around here.
Sorry, you guys have been pretty decent with me. Understand, I'm fucking pissed.
I understand.
Okay? I had some motherfucker approach my little girl, and now I'm talking to you. That seems backwards as fuck in this free country.
Are you from Ora?
I'm from this free country. Does it matter where else I'm from?
I'm just trying to get to know you.
You don't need to get to know me.
So how can I help you if I
You can go find the dude in the black truck that was just parked behind you. I'm sure your car has cameras. Yeah, it's XTSTXX.
Is the person by himself?
No, there was a woman with him.
The father's story sharpens as he continues, his voice carrying the weight of fear and fury. He explains that the stranger didn't just talk to his daughter, he acted like he had plans with her. And when the father confronted him, told him to move on, the man left only to follow him. He says the stranger stalked him all the way to the park, circling behind him in a black truck, watching, calling someone to. So when the police drove by, he stopped them. He needed answers. He needed protection for his child. The officers try to calm the moment, apologizing for the delay and the traffic. They tell him they understand his anger. And for a moment, the tension softens just enough for him to acknowledge that they've treated him decently. But the frustration still burns. To him, it feels backward. A stranger approaches his 8-year-old daughter, yet he's the one being questioned. He tells them again what he wants: track down the man in the black truck. Their patrol car has cameras. They saw him, a man with a woman beside him. And had he arrived just seconds sooner, things might have gone very differently.
How are you?
And had I been 2 seconds sooner, I'd have got a picture of his license plate. But I was busy getting the live stream ready because I seen you. So, I don't know. Maybe some of my viewers can go back on the live stream. I don't know if he's in the frame or not. If you guys could just go back to the very beginning where I started. And if there's a black truck that drives by, see if you can catch that license plate number for me. Hey, thanks, Innocent, Boko, SLC. Appreciate all you guys being here. Sorry, guys, but there's several hundred people watching you right now.
It's okay. It's all right. It wouldn't be the first time. So
Does that mean we're going to be viral? 200?
Well, depends on how you act. My 200 followers? Hey, guys, what do you think about that, my 200 followers? Okay, let me put it this way. You don't even start getting paid by YouTube till after 1,000. And you guys are paying my bills.
hey, however you can get bills paid, right?
Well, it's from ignorant asshole cops that, act inappropriately. You know what I mean?
Away with us.
So far, you've not done that.
The father explains why he doesn't have a license plate photo. In the chaos of confronting the stranger and seeing patrol lights in the distance, he was busy starting a live stream. Hundreds of viewers were already watching, and he asks them to rewind the footage. Maybe the black truck slipped into frame. Maybe someone captured what he missed. He tells the officers they're live in front of several hundred people. They take it calmly, almost casually. One even jokes about going viral. The father shuts that idea down, reminding them that 200 followers isn't fame and it doesn't pay the bills. YouTube only pays after 1,000. He says the only reason he earns anything at all is because of ignorant cops who act out on camera. But then, almost reluctantly, he gives them credit. These officers haven't crossed that line. Not yet. Still, there's a warning beneath his words. He's the kind of man who hits record, goes live, and holds police accountable every time.
But I am the one that'll call you out if I see it.
That's okay.
I'm the first one to call you out. Ask any of your buddies. Anybody who's approached me already know.
You know the officers.
I know most of your sergeants. Dealt with most of them. Most of your guys are good guys. There's only a few of you that think First Amendment retaliation's a good thing to do. Those are the ones that are bringing lawsuits on your department. Oh, and wait. Thanks to Irizarry versus Yahia, that means you guys don't get qualified immunity when you violate them things.
So, I guess if you don't want to cooperate with us and let us figure out what happened.
What do you mean cooperate? I told you everything that happened. What part are you not understanding?
That someone talked to your daughter and then you...
And I chased them off. What more is there to understand?
They say, hello, what's your name?
I don't give a fuck what they said to my daughter. It's my daughter and they had no business talking to her.
Well, that's not a crime. You said you're a first.
Exactly. And I ran them off and fucking that was the end of it.
The father makes it clear he's no stranger to the police. He's filmed officers before, challenged them before, and he reminds them he'll call them out again if he has to. Most of them, he says, are good people. But a few retaliate against the First Amendment, and those few cost the department lawsuits. He even cites case law warning them that qualified immunity doesn't always apply anymore. The officers try to keep the conversation focused, asking for cooperation. He bristles. From his perspective, he's already given them everything. A stranger talked to his daughter, he confronted the man, chased him off, and that should have been the end of it. But the officers point out that talking isn't a crime. The father snaps back, he doesn't care what the law calls it. Someone approached his little girl, and that alone crossed every line he has. They mention First Amendment rights. He doesn't deny that. He only knows one thing. A stranger had no business speaking to his 8-year-old daughter, and he was right to make sure they walked away.
And what do you mean I can't do that?
It's their First Amendment right.
It's their First Amendment right to approach a minor child. You can't even approach that minor child without my permission.
Calm down.
Fuck off, bitch. You need to get the fuck on. You're trying to tell me any motherfucker has a right to come talk to my daughter? Kick rocks, bitch. We're done. No, kick rocks. We're done. We're done. You can leave.
I can't.
Dismiss.
It's America.
Dismiss, bitch. You got a job to do. Hey, bitch. You got a job to do. Go do your job.
Hey, where did all this?
Go do your job.
I will. That's what we're doing.
No, you're not doing your job. You're harassing an innocent man that committed no crime. What crime do you suspect me of committing?
Harassing you?
What crime do you suspect me of committing?
I'm just talking to you.
Our conversation is over. It is no longer consensual. If you have anything to say to me, you can direct your questions to my attorney.
Okay, what's his name? Can I have the card?
You can direct your questions to my attorney.
Who is it? What's their name?
You can direct your questions to my attorney.
I don't know who they are.
Imagine that. Go fuck yourself. What do you have to say there, boss?
Where did all this happen?
At the gas station down the road.
There's a lot of gas stations.
That's all I can tell you. The gas station down the road.
The tension hits its peak. The officers cite First Amendment rights, suggesting anyone can approach a minor. The father snaps, furious. No one has the right to talk to his daughter without his permission. His words cut sharp. Kick rocks. We're done. You can leave. He reminds them it's America, but even in a free country, boundaries exist. The officers insist they're doing their job. He shoots back. No, you're harassing an innocent man who committed no crime. Every word escalates the standoff. He demands clarity. What crime do they suspect him of committing? Their only answer is a claim of harassment. Finally, he shuts it down. The conversation is no longer consensual. If they have questions, they must go through his attorney. He doesn't even know the attorney's name. The camera lingers on his face, eyes sharp, voice firm as the location is revealed. A gas station down the road. This is a man protecting his family, and he won't back down.
So somewhere where there's cameras, or where did?
Yep, I'm sure there's plenty of cameras there. It's the gas station down the road there.
By the gas pumps, or
No, right by the front doors. Over by their gas meter is where we was sitting relaxing.
I think your daughter wants to talk to you.
She says it was the Maverick.
Oh, the Maverick?
Yeah, don't talk to him.
Okay.
This motherfucker seems to think it's okay for adults to approach children.
I don't know yet.
I'm gonna see if I can.
I wonder if this guy has any pedophilia issues on his jacket. What the fuck makes you think it's okay to approach an 8-year-old and talk to him if you don't know him? Huh? You think that's cool? Yeah, guys, this is Orem Police Department. I don't know what the dumbass's name is. He fucking hasn't identified and he keeps covering his plate. So. Right, I agree. Yeah, I don't understand what's wrong with him. This motherfucker here seems to think it's okay for a grown man to approach an 8-year-old. Okay, so there you guys have it. 801-229-7070. Can you identify since you approached me?
Sure can. My name is Officer Dwell, badge number 3J349.
Got it? So it's Duell 3J349.
The officers try to narrow down the location, but the father keeps his answers tight. The gas station down the road, he repeats. Cameras everywhere. Plenty of proof. His daughter finally clarifies Maverick. That's where it happened. But when one officer tries speaking to the child again, the father shuts it down instantly. To him, this isn't just a misunderstanding. It's a violation. He accuses the officer of believing it's acceptable for adults to approach children they don't know. The frustration pours out raw and unfiltered. He even wonders aloud whether the stranger might have a history, something buried on a record somewhere. He turns his camera back toward the officers, broadcasting everything to his live stream. Hundreds are watching, and he wants every one of them to see what he sees. A department that, in his view, isn't taking the threat seriously. Finally, one officer steps forward and identifies himself. Officer Dwell. Badge number 3J34. The father captures every word, every detail. Because tonight nothing matters more to him than protecting his 8-year-old daughter.
What else? Anything else?
Yeah, Villar's been alright. He ain't acting like a fucking prick who thinks he can approach 8-year-olds. What kind of fucking sick fuck are you? It's okay to approach an 8-year-old? And you wonder what's wrong with this country? And you wonder where the disconnect is between the citizenry and the police? You're gonna get an officer killed. You are what's wrong with the police in America. You think it's all right for a fucking grown man to approach an 8-year-old. And you're gonna harass the father instead of the man fucking with the 8-year-old. Yeah, right there. That's what's wrong with this country. Sorry, folks. Not meaning to block the way or be an impediment in any way.
All right, bud. Well, enjoy the rest of your day.
Well, you know, I probably would have knowing you was out there, but knowing this motherfucker that thinks it's okay for adults to approach children?
The father's anger peaks as he reflects on the encounter. He points out the obvious. His daughter was approached by a grown man, and yet the focus shifted onto him, the protective parent. He shakes his head in disbelief, questioning the priorities of law enforcement. You're going to get an officer killed, he says, voice raw. This is what's wrong with policing in America. You harass the father instead of the man who approached the child. The frustration is palpable, a mix of fear, anger, and righteous outrage. He wonders aloud how society allowed this disconnect between citizens and the police. Even as he packs up and prepares to leave, he can't shake the warning. He knows the world has dangerous people, and some adults think it's okay to approach children. He glances back one last time, solemn and resolute, aware that vigilance is the only safeguard. The encounter ends, but the message is clear. Protecting his child comes first always.